miss the old logo because obviously it's the logo I grew up with. I went to school under, but there is also a time and a place when it's time to move forward and make some changes.
Well, maybe it flew under your radar this week, but after 5 decades, the Boise School District decided to change its logo. Gone is the 3-color block letter silhouette style circle created in 1969 by a Boise High School art teacher. It's supposed to be the Capitol Dome there, since Boise I should say, is the state capitol, with 2 students, as you can see under it, kind of in its shadow or its silhouette there. The artist was Bob Oth. After serving in the Navy during World War II, Bob took his fine arts degree from Illinois Wesleyan and began teaching in the Boise School District back in 1961. 8 years later, he created the logo. He went on to bigger and better things, including an adjunct professor gig in the art department at Boise State. Well, his logo lasted 53 years. This is the new logo. You can see it there, much more colorful, with the colors of the district's 4 high schools represented. There's a sunshine coming out over the foothills, supposed to be foothills there. The foothills are supposed to be that book there. It looks like the book, stylized book that symbolizes learning and knowledge. The blue line, supposed to be the Boise River as well. It looks like the binding of the book. Well, they've been thinking about replacing the old logo for a few years, but only seriously and actively went about changing it over the last year and a half. Beth Oppenheimer, the one you saw there, the opening soundbite with the lush Zoom room there. Yeah, Boise School Board Trustee Beth Oppenheimer. She's part of the communication team that decided on the winner. She says it was time for a fresh approach for their logo, one that reflects the amount of diversity within the district and the diversity of choices families have with programs.
When I think of the Boise School District, I think of innovation, I think of evolution. And if you look at our old mark, it doesn't reflect who we are today. The sunrise coming up over the foothills says new opportunities, everything's fresh, everything's new. And I think that that's where we are as a district.
Okay, but we had to go back to that old logo. We had to ask Beth about it. I mean, you see it too, right? If you haven't spent much time obsessing over the logo of a certain school district, you're not alone.
I didn't think anything about the old one until we started talking about it.
Boise School Board Trustee Beth Oppenheimer is laughing because, well,
I laugh because so many people say it looks like a spaceship with children walking out and aliens. Yes. And I think they're holding a book, or it just reminds me of something mid-century modern.
Modern? Mid-century? Sure. Like, say, 1951. Maybe when the Earth stood still? I mean, it did sort of fit in with the educating today for a better tomorrow thing.
Got 2 children stepping out of a spaceship, yes. Walking into the future, right?
When somebody said spaceship, that's all I can see now.
That's all you can see.
See, we're not alone.
Which is great, but it just doesn't reflect who we are today.
Okay, so the district decided on the change last month. Didn't make that announcement, though, until last week. And if you want to go looking for the new logo, you can see it on their social media pages, but the changes to the rest of the materials, that's going to take a little time. By the way, Bob Oth, the original logo creator, he retired from teaching in 1988 and spent most of his time after that in Yellow Pine. But Bob passed away in 2011 at the age of 84.